3 years ago, my husband's company started falling apart. We had almost 30 employees. We had a car, a motorbike, an apartment in Hanoi. We thought we were doing okay. Then we made some bad decisions and we lost almost everything. Right now, we still own the bank around $200,000. And this is what our life looks like today. This is Hanoi. 5 million people, millions of motorbikes. Every morning, the city wakes up the same way it's always had. Vendors setting up, kids in uniform heading to school, the smell of food coming from everywhere down the street. We have lived here for years now, and I still love this city, even on the hard days. Hello, good morning. It's
Hello.
6:45 a.m. This is our apartment in Hanoi. Actually, this is a luxury apartment that we bought before the financial issue arose. It's actually quite a large, spacious, and well equipped apartment. Every morning
Mẹ cho mày
starts
ăn
the
nhé.
same way,
Ok.
and I have to wake her up
Ok.
early for school. She's 2.5 years old, and she is honestly the reason we keep going. Every morning, we take her to school on our motorbike, about 10 minutes from home. In Hanoi, almost everyone rides a motorbike. I know it's loud, it's chaotic. Foreigners usually think it looks terrifying, but when you live here, you stop noticing. You just move with it. This morning, three of us decided to start the day with a bowl of Vietnamese duck noodle soup instead of our usual breakfast. A bowl costs about 50,000 Vietnam dong, is around $2, and it's packed with ingredients like bamboo shoots, duck blood, pudding, and tender bloodness duck meat. If you prefer, you can even swap the noodle for glass noodles. Since our daughter is only
Cho
2 years
mẹ.
old, we always order a separate kid side bowl for her without vegetable. One thing I really appreciate about this place is how thoughtful they are. Every time they see us come with a toddler, they automatically bring out a small bowl and a pair of kitchen scissors so we can cut the noodle into bite-sized pieces for her. The broth is light, slightly sweet, and a little tangy, perfect for a calm morning. People often think Vietnamese breakfast is all about food, but that's not only a small part of it.
Chụp
We
anh
have
nhé.
so many different noodle dishes, soup, and local specialties that breakfast can feel completely different every day. One of the things I love most about living in Vietnam is how diverse the food culture is. Even something as simple as breakfast can turn into a little adventure for our family. Next, it was time to drop my daughter off school. She's attending a bilingual school because we want her to grow up speaking both Vietnamese and English. Hopefully, she will get the best of both worlds. We took a quick walk to the local market. One thing I love about living in Vietnam is that daily life often happens right outside your door. The road leading to the market is simple and ordinary, but that's exactly what makes it feel authentic. Unlike the large supermarkets you might used to, many Vietnamese families still shop at neighborhood markets like this. It's fast, convenient, and usually
Đâu cá
just a
đâu.
few minutes from home. You'll find rows of fresh fruit, vegetable, and meat that arrive daily.
Hơi
Instead
gì nó
of
có thể
doing
lè
one
lên.
huge
Này.
grocery trip for the entire week, Many people here prefer buying ingredients as they need them. Sometimes even every day. It means the food on the table is often incredibly fresh. Another interesting thing is that the price at local market are usually cheaper than the supermarket. And yet, bargaining is still part of the experience. It's completely normal to chat with the vendors and negotiate a little before buying something. For many Vietnamese people, going to the market isn't just shopping, it's a small part of everyday life and community. I went home to clean up the house. There was a lot of dishes from the night before that I hasn't washed. So today I needed to get them done. The house was pretty messy. As you can see, the dishcloth in Vietnam is quite different from abroad. This is a messed cloth, which dry really quickly and is very convenient. After washing, I will sweep the house. We don't use a vacuum instead. We use a broom made from cotton fiber, I don't know, which is what Vietnamese people often use for sweeping. I want to show you how easy and effective this broom is. After that, my husband will be the one to cook. Today he went to the market and bought a very large fish. So we are only using half of it to make dishes like fish in tomato sauce, fried fish, and a vegetable dish, which is stir fry zucchini. I think this dish isn't available abroad, and my husband will cook because I have already cleaned the house. Typically, in many Asian culture, the role between men and women can be quite traditional. But in Vietnam, the things are much more balanced, especially in big cities. In our family, we always clearly divide the task. It's not just one person going out on money while the others stay home cleaning. We always enjoy the meal together, the one that the other person has cooked. We chat, reflect on the day, and plan what we need to do the next day. It's truly a wonderful time, and this is a tradition that many Asians really value, especially Vietnamese people. We always have a time to sit together, talk, and eat, rather than everyone eating separately. Usually, the food is served on shared plates, and we all have ourselves instead of having separate portions. So, what does life actually look like when you owe $200,000? Honestly, it looks pretty normal from the outside. We still take our daughter to school every morning. We still have coffee. We still laughed. I make beauty content in Vietnam. That's my job. My husband is rebuilding his company. Right now, he has four people on his team. Four people who choose to stay when everything was falling apart. We pay the bank every month. We budget carefully. We don't spend on things we don't need. But we are not miserable. We made a mistake. We are fixing it, and that's enough to keep going. We don't have everything figured out. We probably never will. But we are here in Hanoi doing our best. If you want to see what life really looks like in Vietnam, not the tourist version, not the highlight reel, just a real family figuring it out, I think you will find it here. And welcome.